tax advice for landlords. Just ask for RITA.
To celebrate the launch of Wright of RITA's new record-keeping app, we've put together a list of 5 reasons why record-keeping is so important. In the past, it's always been very important to keep good records, but with all the changes the government are introducing these days, it's becoming increasingly critical. So we start off with reason 1, and that is that when you come to complete your tax return at the end of the year, it's a lot more straightforward if you're keeping accurate and controlled records throughout the year, rather than having an annual dash through all your cupboards to try and find all the receipts. The second reason is to keep a good track of your costs, to make decisions earlier rather than too late, and also throughout the year to be able to review your profitability, not just on a whole, but also per property. The third reason is a very important one, is if you are ever investigated by the Revenue and Customs. They will question pretty much everything about your records, and it's very important therefore to have good record keeping to ensure that you can make your claims stand up to the Revenue and Customs scrutiny. The fourth reason why it's very important to keep good records is in the future you may wish to sell your rented property. If that's the case, throughout the ownership of the property you may well have incurred capital costs, such as adding an ensuite, building an extension, or perhaps put in a conservatory on the property. It's important to keep a record of these costs because when you come to sell it you will face capital gains tax, and these are costs which can reduce the capital gains tax payable. The fifth and final reason is somewhat related to us, in that the better your record keeping is, the lower your accountancy fees are likely to be, because the less time the accountant spends on it, the less money they will charge. So for simplistic control over your property tax affairs, download today our free app, which is available from either the iOS App Store or the Android Play Store. Thank you.
Renting your property is a never-ending circle. You buy it, then if you let it, there may be income tax to pay. Pass it on to family in your will, and there may be inheritance tax to pay. Sell it, there may be capital gains tax to pay. RITA for rent. Tax advice for landlords. Just ask for RITA.